Everyone, I know it's been a while. Hope everyone's enjoying their day. I know, like I said, it's been a while. I'm just taking a minute to show you some Oncidiums. This is my Bella Lara Dahoma Glacier. I told you before I was going to show you how I was growing these. I just added water to the rocks down there because she's been sitting pretty dry. So let's have a closer look at her. Let's see here. And as you can see, yep, we left the water culture and went into this and the books and whew, quite interesting reading, I have to say. And oh, come on, Sherry baby, who says, no, I'm in that suction cup phase. All right, hold on. Okay, since those two wanted to be a little bit difficult, let's look here. And have a really close up on her. Now she is the smaller Sherry baby, but she seems to be doing okay. We've got like 4 growths, 1, 2, 3, and 4 going on there. And the one with the clover, which, yeah, don't get out of the way, which I haven't bothered to take off. Now she had quite a few roots, as you can tell, even in waterculture. So what's happening here is I have the rocks down here. Oops, trying to get better light, get out of the skylight way. And so I just add a little bit of water. And I do keep that water level up for them for 2 days. Then the other 5 days, I just drain off the water and let the rocks sit there. And of course, I'm doing my weekly. So these are my, as I call it, my 3 refrigerator hanger-outers. That gentleman at Lowe's that didn't want me to get a hold of that air plant may have been right. Yep, cabinet doors being replaced and fixed. Ooh, that's another hot mess. Just when you think it's safe. Last but not least. So this is where they all live. I hope I didn't make you sick. Okay, let's go into the other room. Let's see, oops, sorry. Cobweb. Ignore all of that. Here we have in bark and water down below to make sure we have humidity going on. This one, adorable, had crown rot, leaves are gone. Stem hasn't died off yet. When it does, we'll take it off. We'll take her out to the compost. This little darling, who used to be in the really big vase and regrew all the roots, the yellow, was actually having a bit of a reaction to the bark. So I brought her back into water. Okay. Bark and bark. Now that's the one from Trader Joe's, losing my voice, that had 2 plants in 1 container, and its mate is over there. And this pseudobulb got really kind of nasty if you really kind of shriveled up. So I went in and put the water with the stones, just like my Oncidiums on the refrigerator. and it's actually plumped up. Let's see here. Miss Pink is currently in moss. Her roots went down to just vellum. She had some issues. Don't ask me what they were, but the roots rotted. So currently she is in sphagnum moss. And this little guy is in bark but topped with some sphagnum moss. A little bit here, it was getting a little too dry here. Bark. This one, the blooms are trying to hang in. I didn't touch this one till just this past weekend. Went ahead and potted it up in bark, took it out of its old bark. Now these two were in the blue pot. They had issues with their roots. They were actually, and I wanted to see if they would do it. I hoped that they wouldn't, but they did. I don't know if they really liked each other or didn't like each other, but their roots were wrapping together. Let's see. Now I haven't killed these off. These are two other little air plants. That other one, I think I obviously got too wet. But getting back to their root situation, yeah. In things that I read from the grower of large commercial and then plants that, actually had naturalized into their own habitats, they were kind of respectful of each other. They didn't really attack each other. But these commercialized hybrids, apparently, they'll go after each other through their roots. It was weird to see. So they're in separate pots and they seem to be amenable now. So they seem to be okay. This one is doing really quite well, except for all of these that have, of course, died back. But, that's what happens. We still have more blooms to come on both sides. So it's not quite done yet. You can see right there. And, oops, sorry, darling. And it's like I'm trying to reach it, not having much luck. Okay. And then right here. Alrighty, we have a flapping flamingo. Our mini, I'm not sure what to do with that one. I've increased the feed and still seems stunted. But now the red Oncidium has two new growths going on there and seems to be rebounding, so I'm thrilled with that. Then we have Maxillaria tenuifolia, has some more new growth, and is definitely rebounding. So, go figure. Down here, we have our little guy that I bought back in the winter, right? And all four of the blooms have come out. But as we can look down there, there are more blooms after those four, as we can see right there. And guess who decided to bloom some more? I guess she's just not done yet. Yes, this is Mini Prey. And these opened up. These, They're looking quite well. And they've been open now for over, well, just like those two right there. And this one just opened up yesterday. Actually opened up fully this last night. And of course, my baby, which of course decided to grow from what I call the attic mode. I just love the blooms on this one. I'm just thrilled to death to see it bloom. Twice, yay! But this one bloomed from, let's see here if I can get it to work correctly. See this old cane right here? That's been hanging around for like 3 years. And boom, it said it's time to bloom. And that's what those two are blooming off of. Now this big stake came all the way from her base down here. And she is just doing great. So air roots are hanging in there. They could use a little misting, to be quite honest with you. But yeah, and there she is. And actually, I went ahead and fertilized them today, but I didn't change out the water. There is the Kiki, the baby, sitting there being polite. And the fertilizer is still in the water, which I think I'll take out come tomorrow. But yeah, I was kind of hoping that this little guy would do something. So I was kind of snooping around, giving it the old, you know, the old, why aren't you blooming? Look at your other stake, it's blooming. And right there, I think we might have something going on. I don't know, we'll have to see. But I just cannot believe what a great year it has been for blooming. And this one, it finally bloomed. And let's see, this little guy has more blooms to go. Of course, it's a little bit frilly and dainty, so I don't want to yoink it, but you know what? You're a plant. There we go. You can see it right there. And right here, ever so slowly, it is waiting to bloom. Now I guess we can go in the room into the other room with the clearance Phals that are quarantined. Hang on. Okay, so this one, of course, has a little node trying to bloom. I should have brought my magnifying glass. Doggone it. But we're in bark, right? With the little spag on top. Now, these Phals, these two right here, were under $6. And they're just, I don't know, but the blooms were already gone on that one, so who can say? But it has such a pretty bloom. And this one had a nice white bloom, which was much like this guy. Now what you're seeing in the spa room is a bunch of garage sale stuff that's getting ready to happen. Here is the blue container that became this one's container. And this one has, whoops, hold on, has a future bloom going on there. And this guy over here, sorry, has a new spike going right there. And yes, that's a container that the one in the bathroom has. And yeah, Prey lost hers to this one. Lost her container. I think she's forgiven me. Well, guys, I've got a half a gazillion things more to do. There are more blooms to come on this little guy here. Oh, and then right there. And whoops, I lost it. Okay. Sorry. And then right here. Yeah, this one's been pretty busy. Now, when I transplant these, yeah, in fact, we're going to go into the other. When I transplant any of these Phals, I know a lot of you use hydrogen peroxide. I've actually picked up my vanilla beans and my unpasteurized honey from a local grower. And I don't use hydrogen peroxide. These are two new babies from Trader Joe's, two little minis, cute as little buttons. And yes, they're in that awful growing media. And I haven't taken them out, but I will, because you know that they're sitting in their original growing plug is sitting in there with them. Just cute as a little button. Both of them are. And I will be pulling these out. In fact, I may have helping hands. If I have helping hands available, I'll do a repotting video with these two. But first I have to go and get some more bark, unless I put them in water. But you know what? I don't think I'm going to put them in water. The only ones that are in water and will remain in water are my, older ones that are in the bathroom. That's what they know. That's what they like. Okay. Well, folks, if you have any questions, comments, whatever, I appreciate it. And hit the like button, subscribe. Have a great day, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye. Have a great orchid day.